Welcome to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I'm back here in my hometown area, Jacksonville, Florida. Great to be here. I want to thank all of you for watching the show, and thank you for all your positive feedback, all the encouragement that you're giving to us through your emails and phone calls. Just appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I know these shows are blessing you, and I love to hear the messages. I'm getting text messages, I'm getting Facebook messages, and I just want to thank you all for your encouragement. These shows are for you. We have such an amazing opportunity here with Retriever, and right now we're really expanding. If you're within our group, within our organization, you will see all the messages that we're sending out. It's like, welcome, we have a new producer from California, and we're all over the country right now. We have a new producer out in Texas. We have a brand new producer up in Washington State. We're expanding everywhere, and what's amazing with these new opportunities that we have, many of the representatives are coming from other organizations, or they may have applied for positions in merchant services, and the biggest complaint that I hear is that, you know what, we would love to do it, but we don't get any training at all. We're just handed a kit, we're handed a book, and it's like, go out and sell it, and when you got some sales, give me a call. And that's the story I hear over and over and over again. They are what we call, and we tell you not to do, they're Lone Ranger representatives, and that's why they're not having success. So when we tell everybody about our training program is that we take people in the field for 4 days. You get to observe, you get to absorb, you get to watch a professional. 4th day, you're going to be out there working hand over with them. We have training classes, we have videos. I'm getting ready to start a website soon. It's going to have all kinds of information. We have our Facebook page. Every morning, you know, Rich Norton wakes you up with a positive text. We have all kinds of messages. We have Monday morning motivation. You can't help but succeed. I mean, we are giving it all to you with all our shows, with everything that we have. All you have to do is take advantage of this opportunity, because it's exciting, and it reminds me when these representatives are starting out, working or trying to work with another company, then starting with us, they're like, man, I'm learning more in 2-3 days than I did in months trying to work for another company. So this opportunity is absolutely incredible, and it's absolutely amazing. Now today I wanted to cover a few sales tips before we take a break. The first thing, and it's a magic word which many of you heard me talk about, it's called belief. You have to have belief in you, first of all, because if you don't believe in you, guess what? Nobody else is going to believe in you either. So you believe in yourself. You also have to have belief in what you're doing, belief in your product. Because if you can convey that to a merchant when you go out there, if you can show to them you believe in what you're doing, what's going to happen is they're going to believe in what you're doing at the same time. So get excited about our programs. Get excited about the new products that we have available. I'm like a brand new representative learning all this stuff. I'm so new, it's like I'm watching videos, I'm calling newer representatives trying to find out about all our new programs. We have Point, we have Clover, we have Swipe Simple, we have new cash discounting where merchants are being able to have a much better program and get rid of so many of their fees. Our representatives are earning incredible residual off this program. So the programs are available. Get excited about it. When you're conveying these programs to merchants and you're explaining them, explain it with enthusiasm, with belief, with excitement, with sincerity. If you believe in what you're doing, again, the merchants are going to believe in your program and your product also. Also, you want to have a service mindset. I tell everybody we're not in the convincing business. We're not in the overselling business. We're not trying to talk people into anything. Your philosophy is, I am here to help merchants. I want you to take that magic word. What do you do with Retriever Merchant Solutions? Are you a typical salesperson, or are you a helper? So when you're out there driving out into the field each and every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I want you to say this: who are the fortunate merchants that are going to receive my help today? I'm going to explain my program with sincerity, with belief in what I'm doing. I'm excited about what I'm doing. I'm enthusiastic, but I am here to help the merchant. So the magic word is, everybody repeat after me, help. That's what we're doing. I know you're all saying that. I'm a helper for Retriever Merchant Solutions. I'm a counselor. That's what I do. I'm an advisor. I'm an educator. I'm not a typical salesperson trying to talk people into something. And the third thing, if you want to be super successful, you have to learn to listen. So I want you to say this at the same time. I am the best listener that's out there. Sometimes people think, well, I'm a born salesperson. I could sell ice to an Eskimo. You've all heard that before. The reality is, it's the opposite. The best salespeople are the best listeners. So remember that when you're talking to a merchant, sometimes representatives make this mistake. They're so caught up in what we call a pitch, so caught up in a sales pitch or a sales presentation. They keep on going on and on and on and on and on, and then they never listen, or they might ask a question, and while the merchant is explaining what they're going through or the problems that they're currently having, the representative is thinking about the next part of their sales pitch. So get rid of the pitch. Know what you're going to say. Have some flow to your presentation. Use your personality, but learn to be a listener. Because if you listen, you are going to find out what the merchant's issues are, and you're going to be able to help them. So let me review that with you. Write that down. Belief is the first thing. Belief in your product, belief in your company, belief in what you're doing. Be of a service mindset. That's number 2. What are we there to do? We are there to help the merchant. Remember that. We're there to help them. And then the third thing is you're going to be learning to be a great listener. I hope that helps you. We're going to take a short break, and I'm going to share some tips that are going to help you to become even more successful. I'm glad you're here. I'm excited. I'm ignited. I feel fantastic. I hope you do too. Break out your notebooks, and let's have a great show. I'll see you in a couple.
Hi, it's Rich Norton. I am a board member for the Haven Horse Ranch in St. Augustine, Florida. This is a wonderful ministry that specializes in equine therapy for special needs children. What an amazing ministry. If you'd like to support this ministry, go to havenhorseranch.org, havenhorseranch.org in St. Augustine, Florida, and you will bless somebody and you'll get blessed yourself. Appreciate you doing that. God bless.
Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner here with the sign of Hands and Feet. We want you to go out and donate. We want you to go see them. God bless each and every one of you. Support, support, support.
Amen.
Amen. Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt here from Skinner. Hey, I want you to donate to the Hands and Feet West Side. West Side's the best side. There you go. It's where I was born at. Anyway, hey, listen, they're feeding homeless vets, homeless people, helping people recover. They're a good organization. Don't forget, donate to the Hands and Feet West Side. God bless.
Hello everybody, I'm Amy Gandy from Hands and Feet Foundation. It is a nonprofit organization, 501c3, that my husband and I started 4 years ago. What we do is we feed the least of these. We help the least of these in our community and everywhere else if they want to come. We have hot meals every day from 12:30 to 2. After we eat, we have a Bible study every day. We have clothes, food. Once a month we have free doctors, free psychiatrists, a free optometrist, dentists, and these are real licensed practitioners. And we have haircuts on Mondays. We help people get into rehab and detox from drug addiction, life on the street where they need help. We have homeless shelters that we facilitate with, that if they want to get off the street, we help homeless veterans get off the street because there's no reason they should be out. And how we do all this, we do it for free from donations, volunteers, and from people like y'all. We would like for you to look us up on Facebook, Hands and Feet Westside. We'd like for you to look at our website, handsandfeetfoundation.org. Our address is 7478 103rd Street, Jacksonville, Florida, 32210. The Bible says that when you have done unto the least of these, you have done unto me. Thank you.
Hey everybody, go to handsandfeetfoundation.org and support them. Don't forget, support, support, support. For the Son of Man who came to seek and save the lost. Luke 19:10.
Hi, it's Rich Norton here with Retriever Merchant Solutions. I'm here with my good friend, Jason Woodward. We have amazing opportunities. Tell them all about it, Jason.
Not only do you get commission up front every single week and get paid on it, but we also make residual income. So let me explain to you what that is. My dad told me my whole life, no matter how successful I was in sales, until I made money while I was sleeping, I was not successful. Well, guess what? Residual income is making money while you're sleeping. So now I'm successful, and we want to help you be successful too.
We'll teach you, we'll train you. Give me a call, Rich Norton at 904-434-4635, or you can email, tell them the email address.
It's opportunity.rms@gmail.com. We want you.
Welcome back. It's great to have you on the show with me today. We're going to talk about success, because that's what we want you to accomplish here with us, is having success. And what is success? Success is setting goals, knowing exactly what you want out of life, and just going for it. Because we have a ton of success here with Retriever Merchant Solutions, but you got to find the people in life where you want to be, and you have to do exactly what they do. I tell this to everybody, do not listen to the naysayers. You've all heard the expression, misery loves company. You ever notice that people that are negative want to bring other people down, or they want to say, it can't be done, you can't do this. I knew someone that was doing that business and they weren't successful. You may hear, get a real job, get a job with security. All the stories, you're going to hear them all, but you have to ask yourself this question. Are these people in life where I want to be? And I guarantee you the majority of the time, if not all of the time, they're going to say, no, they're not. So find the people that are in life where you want to be and do exactly what they do. I want you to break out your notebooks if you haven't done this already. I want you to have a notebook and a pen, and I'm giving you some steps right here. I got these written down in my notes also. It's 7 steps to success. Okay, you guys ready? Because after this show, I want you to read over it and over it and over it. Repeat the things that made you successful and just do it. Because if you do that, you're going to have success. So ready? Step 1. Decide exactly what you want out of life. You got that? Write that down. Decide exactly what you want out of life. Where do you want to be in life? Because life is short. As I've gotten older, it seems to me that the older I get, the faster the time goes by. And I've lost some great friends, I've lost some family members, and I've lost some friends that have probably died with a lot of regrets because they didn't do what they wanted to do in life. So my philosophy is life is short. Enjoy the journey, have a heck of a lot of fun, but be a success. So find out and decide exactly what you want out of life. Where do you want to be a month from today? Where do you want to be 2 months from today? Where do you want to be a year from today? What type of vehicle do you want to be driving? How much money would you like to have in the bank? Where would you like to travel to? These are things that can be accomplished in this business. How do I know that? Because we're doing it. People are doing it all over Retriever. You can have anything that you want in life if you just apply yourself, but you have to decide exactly what it is that you want out of life. So I want you to write that down. After the show, write everything out. What do I want out of life? Where do I want to be? What do I want to accomplish? Because you can have it, and never let anybody tell you that you can't. I'm telling you, you can make it happen. So that's step 1. And then step 2, which I just said, write it down. Because you want to have photos too at the same time. Take a picture of what exactly that you'd like to have. Take a picture of the home. Drive through the areas. Write it all out. Because a goal is not a goal until you write it all out. Because it has to be specific also. People will say, well, what do you want out of life? Well, I want to make a lot of money. Well, that's great. But you know what? You're probably not going to because you're not specific. How much money do you want to make? What is exactly that you want out of life? And write it down. I want to have this type of vehicle. I want to have this much money in the bank. I want to have investments. I want to be in a ministry where I can give. I want to be successful where I can bless other people. These are the things, and you write them all out, and as you're writing them all out, you can feel the excitement that you're going to have. You feel that enthusiasm. It's now I got a plan and I'm going for it. So you're setting your goals and you're writing them down. And then the next step is you're going to have a deadline on when you're going to achieve those goals. When is exactly, like if you say, I'm going to have a vehicle by this time next year, or whatever it may be. I'm going to have a brand new home and I'm going to do it by this time, 2 years or 3 years, whatever it may be. I'm going to make this amount of money. Or if you're in Retriever Merchant Solutions, my goal this year, you may say, as we move on to a new year, you could say, you know what, I'm going to be a trip winner. I hear you guys go to these fabulous, amazing trips to the Caribbean. I hear that they're 5-star hotels. I hear that you eat at beautiful restaurants. I hear that you walk the beaches of the world. I hear that you have little drinks with the umbrellas in it, and you serve, and you have fun, and you enjoy each other's company, and it's fantastic. I'm going to do that. That's my goal, and I'm writing that down. That's my deadline. It's going to take this amount of merchants written, and that's what it's going to do. I'm going to be a leader. I'm going to be a team leader. How am I going to do that? I'm writing it all out. I'm going to make my decision, and then I'm going to go for it. So you have a deadline on exactly what it's going to take to achieve those goals. Are you starting to feel it? I can feel the excitement. I can feel your enthusiasm because I know I'm getting excited about it, and I know if I do, you can too. The next step, and that part is your motivation when you have the deadline, you're going to form a list. You're going to write out everything that you need to do to achieve your goal. Everything that you need to do. I talked about this earlier. You're going to find the people that are in life where you want to be, and you're going to drive them crazy. You're going to call them up. You're going to reach out to them. You're going to hang around with them because this is the truth. Winners hang around with winners. Everybody got that? Successful people breeds successful people. You are who you hang with. Always remember that. Write everything down, what it's going to take to achieve those goals. It's going to take a lot of hard work because success just doesn't come. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. You've all heard that before. You have to put forth the effort. So if you want to achieve a certain amount of merchants written with Retriever Merchant Solutions, you got to write it out. And I'll give you a prime example. For me, even to this day, I supervise 75 to 80 representatives all around this great country in America. I get phone calls all day. I'm busy, busy, busy. And I don't want anybody ever to think that I'm too busy for you. You can always call me. If I don't answer, leave a message. I promise you I will get right back with you as soon as I possibly can. But even to this day, the point I'm making, I still set a goal to write 25 merchants every single month. That means 300 per year. And as I sit here, I'm exactly on my pace to do that. But it takes a plan on what it's going to take to do that. It just doesn't happen like, hey, I'm going to write 300 deals this year. How are you going to do that? I don't know. I didn't even think about that. I guess I'll write, I don't even know. And they have no idea, and they never accomplish the goal because they don't break it down. So you have to write everything out. You're forming a list on what it's going to take to achieve those goals. That means working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Take a weekend off. If you plan vacations, plan the vacation. We want you to have a good balance in life at the same time. It's not just business. Enjoy life, but you're making a plan on what it's going to take to achieve those goals. You may have other goals, starting another business, or you say, I want to be a multi-millionaire. Do you understand this? You can be a multi-millionaire. It's all about having a plan. It just doesn't happen and say, wow, I'm a multi-millionaire. How the heck did that happen? It's all about making a plan on becoming successful. I equate what we do to sports a lot. I love football, I love baseball, I love basketball. At the end of the year, when they play in the Super Bowl at the beginning of the new year, the teams are playing. They're in the locker room. One of the teams is going to end up being a winner in that game. At the end of the game, They don't say, wow, I can't believe that we actually made it to the Super Bowl and we won this game. I guarantee you not one player is saying that. You know why? Because they had a goal at the beginning of the year. They are going to win the Super Bowl. They are going to win the Super Bowl. And they went through peaks and valleys. They had injuries. They went through obstacles. They went through challenges. But they kept their eye on the prize. We're going to win the Super Bowl. And when they won the Super Bowl, if an announcer asked them, did you think you were going to win? They said, of course we did. We set a goal. We made a plan. We put forth the effort. We did exactly what we needed to do in order to become the Super Bowl champions. Well, guess what? You can be a Super Bowl champion in whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing in life, you can be a Super Bowl champion. Do you believe that? Where at the end of the year, you can say, I achieved my goals. I set a goal. I made a plan. I did everything I needed to do. I made a form. I wrote everything out. I knew there was obstacles and challenges along the way. There was difficulties. But guess what? I sit here today and say, I'm a Super Bowl champion. That feels fantastic. So that's what that's all about. And I'm hoping I'm making sense to each and every one of you. The next thing you want to do is you want to organize your list. You have to specify what's most important and maybe what's not as important. And you have to kind of separate that. This is your blueprint. This is your plan. This is your plan for success. So it's a formula that goes like this. You set your goal, and then you plan your work. You write everything out on what it's going to take to achieve that success. And you surround yourself with good, positive people. And then the final thing that you're going to do, the final two things, step 6, is very simple. Once you set your goal, you plan your work, many people will say, wow, I got my goals, I got my plan, I'm going to go for it 100%. I'm going to go out and make it happen next week, next month. Soon as I really get all this down and study my material, then I'm going to make it happen. Not today, but I really got to study hard and I got to practice because I'm fully not ready yet, but next year, you watch me. Wait till 2 years from now, you watch me. Wait till 5 years from now, I'm going to make it happen. And the time keeps going by, and it's called procrastination. And let me say this to you, procrastination is the thief of all time. Do not procrastinate. You have to have TNT. You know what that is? Today, not tomorrow. I have TNT, today, not tomorrow. So your next step is, I'm going for it. I set my goal, I made a plan to become successful, and now I'm going to work my plan, and I'm going to go for it. And then the final phase is do something every single day. Understand that this is a journey that you're doing. It's a success journey. We're going to go through obstacles. We're going to go through challenges. We're going to go through difficulties. But you do something every single day. You make it happen every single day. My background in this business, I've been doing this for 18 years, and I've had for years writing 400 merchants per year. I was challenged one year and I got 500 merchants in 1 year, and then I got really challenged and I wrote 600 1 year. That's still the record. I hope somebody beats that. You're going to have to get out there and go out and make it happen. I don't say that to brag. I say that it's doing it every single day. My formula for success, many of you have heard this. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, I know some of you are just going to bed sometime before that. You got to change your way of thinking if you want to be successful. Winners rise early. A lot happens early in the morning. So I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. At this point, I'm expanding my exercise program. I'm at 85 push-ups a day, 85 sit-ups a day, 85 jumping jacks a day, and 35-minute walk. And while I'm on that 35-minute walk, I've got my phone, I got my earbuds, and I put on some positive praise and worship music. And as I'm walking through the area and there's deer around, there's wildlife around, hopefully not real crazy wildlife, but I'm in the woods. I live out in the woods. I walk through, and sometimes people are out driving up in the morning going to early work, and I'm walking down the road with a big smile upon my face, and many times I got my hands lifted up in the air saying, thank you, God, for this amazing gift of a new day. I give you praise and I worship you. That's how I start my day. Then I come back in after that time. It's usually about 5 o'clock, and I send out my Facebook stuff, make sure all the positive things are on there, Instagram, and then I jump in the shower. Then I look in the mirror and I tell myself how awesome and wonderful I look, and I want you guys to do the same thing. Give yourself a pep talk. Don't put yourself down. Say, you're amazing. You're going to have a great day. You're going to have a wonderful day. And then I eat a little breakfast. Make sure you're eating something healthy. And then after I do that, I play my guitar for about 35, 40 minutes. And I'm out the door 6:30, 6:45, 7 o'clock, somewhere in that frame. And as you know, for all of you retriever representatives, which I know you love, and sometimes I'm waking you up in the morning while I'm driving out, you're hearing that ding on your phone, and you're saying, it's that crazy Rich Norton again. Or your spouse may say, or whoever you're with may say, who's texting you at this god awful hour in the morning? You're going to say, that's that Rich Norton crazy guy, the guy that has fun and makes a lot of money, but he's super positive. And I'm sending you something positive in the morning, and I'm driving out into the area, and I'm driving maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, and then I get to my area and I start contacting businesses. And I go out and have fun, and I go out there to help merchants each and every day, and I usually get done 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then I drive back home, and I'm usually home about 6 o'clock, 6:30, sometimes earlier, sometimes a little bit later. I do exactly whatever it takes. I see my family when I get home. Most of the time, I'm there for dinner every single night. That's important to me and my family. Have a family dinner, and then go to bed about 8:30 at night. So I'm in bed 8:30, 8:45 sleeping, so I get my 7 hours of beauty sleep, so I look great the next morning. And I do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, take the weekend off, have a blast, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that's what it takes. And then I'll go on little vacations, enjoy life. So enjoy the journey. Those are the 7 steps to success. I hope you wrote those down. I want you to take those, fit that with your personality, go out and make it happen. We have an amazing opportunity. It's not super easy, but if you do exactly what we do, and you're consistent, and you're persistent, and you never, ever, ever give up, I promise you, you're going to have success. With all the help that you're getting here with us from Retriever Merchant Solutions, we're here for you. We're on the journey together with you. Let's jump aboard the success train and just ride this journey of success. I'm glad you were here watching the show. Thank you for watching. Remember, today is God's gift to you. What you do with this day is your gift back to God. Thanks for joining us. Have a super fantastic, dynamite, exciting day, and I'll see you on the next show.